Hometown Southeast Arkansas, brought to you by Cablevision. On today's show, we go to Rob Reep's premiere of Captain at the Culture Center in Warren. Plus, a Monticello man is a world champion cutting horse rider. Also, a Warren woman complains to the city about cutting horses out of the Pink Tomato Parade. And finally, the current and a former sheriff of Drew County talk about their tenures. All today on Hometown Southeast Arkansas. Hometown Southeast Arkansas journeys to the Warren Cultural Center on Saturday evening to catch the premiere of Warren native Rob Reep's Captain. We hear from Mr. Reep, individuals in the production, and movie participants. With a packed house, the production seemed to be a major success. First, we go to Rob Reep.
Captain is a film that's been really in the works since over 3 years ago. The original concept came to me. I've been working in documentary films for many years. I've probably done more than 20 or 30 documentaries, but was looking for a new challenge, and Captain was a subject that came along. Actually, after the initial research phase, I backed off of it for just a little while, simply because the project seemed too big. And to be honest with you, it probably, in the end of the day, was a really large project, and we almost bit off a little bit more than we could chew, but we got it done. That's all that matters. And production started a year ago, April. We began filming. The first scene was actually filmed in Cleveland County. We filmed in Cleveland County in some rural areas, and then also filmed in the city of Risen. Big thanks to the Risen Pioneer Village, Mayor Vernon Dollar up there, for allowing us to have the Risen Pioneer Village to film in. It really saved us. We were able to get a lot of good stuff done up there. Probably a good third of the movie is filmed in Risen. Portions of it are in Bradley County, and a little bit of it was actually filmed in Tennessee, but the bulk of it was definitely filmed in Cleveland County. So I have to say thank you to those folks up a little bit further north for allowing us to do our job and work up there at no cost. And I hope that maybe we can help bring other filmmakers into the South Arkansas area later on. But it tells the story of a soldier during the War of 1812 named Hugh Bradley, and it's more or less a story about how he rises from being the younger brother in his family to becoming the captain. And what few people don't know, you'll have to see it in the movie, is that Hugh Bradley actually was not a captain in the Tennessee militia during the War of 1812. He was in fact a cornet. Our research has shown that. We worked with the Tennessee Department of Archives to gather up our information. Now, we did have to fill in some gaps here and there, but overall the story is generally pretty accurate, and the gaps that we did fill in, I think we created a pretty good story. But Benton Pittman plays the leading role of Hugh Bradley, and he does a wonderful job. He's from El Dorado, and you'll see many faces. Dustin Prince is from Monticello. He's in this film as one of the main characters. Joel Gray from here in South Arkansas is also in the film. There's a number of South Arkansas actors. In fact, most of them are. We've only got a few from Little Rock and some from Louisiana, but not too many. But we're premiering it here tonight at the Warren Cultural Center. It looks like we're going to have a really big crowd. It seats 750, and so far we've only got about 50 tickets left. So we are going to have a showing. We hope in Monticello. We don't have that scheduled yet, but we are going to have one on August 1st in El Dorado and August 26th in Little Rock. And we're waiting on a few other dates, but we hope that everyone can come out and watch it. This is an Arkansas-made film, so come out and support what we're doing here in the film industry in this state.
Rob, what's your next project?
I guess I can announce it here, Chris. I'm actually been working on this project a little bit longer than I have Captain. I've got a mini-series that I'm working on that's based off of a book that I've written. Now, the book's not even published yet, but it's a biography of Hernando de Soto, the 1500s Spanish conquistador that came through Arkansas. But it's a story about his life. But I'm going to try to see if we can get some financial backing for a mini-series, but that's going to be down the road a few years.
I can't believe the crowd. I guess there are probably over 600 people that have arrived already, and it's going to be a full house. The community is really into it, and it's exciting for Warren, and I'm proud of our community for getting behind Rob. That young man's worked awfully hard on this thing, and I'm just tickled to death. And I'm sure you've panned the crowd. It's just terrific. And it's all ages, so we're really excited about it and wish him well.
And now, Hometown Southeast Arkansas is proud to introduce Alex Borchardt, a can't-miss contributor to our program. Take it away, Alex.
All right, are you Rob's mother?
Yes, I am Rob's mom.
All right, how involved were you with the production of Captain?
As involved as mother's been every day, every hour. Costumes, filming, everything.
What was your favorite part of filming and production?
I think getting to meet all the really nice people. There's 150 characters and every one of them is just super special in their own way, and I enjoyed that very much.
All right, thank you so much. And tell me your name.
My name is Mary Jo Weisner.
All right, what are you doing here tonight?
I'm here because Captain Hugh Bradley is my great-great-great-grandfather.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sure there are other relatives in town, but I'm not sure who they are.
So I bet you're very excited to see
I'm very excited. I've supported this program and been friends with Beverly and Rob and Greg forever, so I'm just really excited to see their finished product.
What are your expectations for the film?
Oh, absolutely. A thrilling story, historically correct, wonderful dialogue, great direction, costumes made by Beverly, and just everything about it's going to be really fun.
All right, well, thank you so much. We're excited to see you.
My name's Dustin Prince, and I'm playing Thomas Woolley Woolwich in the film.
All right, can you tell me a little bit about your character?
Well, my character, he is Hugh Bradley's brother-in-law, and I become his right-hand man after the character that Joel Gray is playing, that he gets injured in the war, and I pretty much become his right-hand man.
All right, and tell me, do you have any favorite memories from production or anything?
Probably the bloopers. That's the best part. Yeah.
Really? Y'all have any funny bloopers?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I hope they bleep out the bad words. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, that was fun.
Can you tell me about some of the conditions that y'all performed in? I heard there was a lot of heat, a lot of cold.
There was. The first scene that we shot was up in the attic in downtown Warren, and it was probably, I don't know, 115, 120 degrees. It was 95 degrees outside, and we braved through it, and we did it, and I hope the scene comes out good.
Can you tell me about some of the expectations for the film?
I think it's going to be great. I think the biggest thing is the history of the film. I hope people learn about the history of Bradley County and Hugh Bradley and just Arkansas history in general. I think it's a big thing.
All right, well, thank you for taking the time to do this interview.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, tell me, what is your name? All right, what was your part in the movie? Oh, you were the flower girl? Did you wear a really pretty dress? Yep. All right, what was your favorite part about filming? You got to throw the pebbles out? All right, tell me, what's your part in the movie?
I play Martha Bradley, who's Hugh Bradley's wife. And basically in the film, it just shows like how we kind of struggle and deal with him going to war and having kids and kind of her role and all of that. So, you know.
Do you have a favorite memory from filming?
That's really hard because I had a really good time every time I was on set. Everybody I worked with was really laid back, easygoing. It was really fun going to the Pioneer Village because it was a lot easier to get into character because it really looked like you were, you know, in the prairie, you know. So.
What are your expectations for this film? Are you excited?
I'm really nervous because I've never done anything like this before. But I have high expectations. I've seen little clips and pieces, and it looks really great. Rob's done a great job, so I have high hopes.
All right, tell me your name.
Lorena Grundy.
What was your role in the film?
My role was, her name was Daisy, and she was a helpmate in the movie. She helps, you know, with water, whenever we need it. That was my part.
What was your favorite memory from filming?
My favorite memory? He's going to give me, but it was when Pittman when he fell on this rickety bridge. So, that was my favorite memory.
All right, and what was your role in the movie Captain?
I played Colonel and later on in the movie General John Coffey.
All right, well, tell me, what was your favorite memory from filming?
My favorite memory from the movie was working with that guy right there, Benton Pittman. Completely appreciated his work and loved all the work that was put into this. Come here, man. This guy right here.
All right. Well, what were some of the conditions that you were working in for this film?
Well, you know, the filming actually took an entire year, right? And so we worked in the dead of summer and the dead of winter. But what I was most impressed with about the work that Rob did on this movie is, you know, they said that in order to measure a movie, you should consider what the filmmaker was trying to accomplish. And I think Rob accomplished exactly what he said was to educate people in Southeast Arkansas about their history and make a feature-length movie with a bunch of local talent. And he absolutely pulled it off. He did a wonderful job.
All right. Well, tell me, what are your expectations for this film?
Well, it's going to be played in Maiden, Arkansas on August 26th. Be sure to catch that. And hopefully we can get it to some film festivals and get a little bit of grassroots exposure.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm really excited to see it.
We are too, and you played in this one.
I did. I remember playing when it was the hottest day of summer. It was about 115 degrees outside. I remember that.
And that's your favorite memory?
That's my favorite memory. Being in a full-length dress all day long. All right, what's your name?
Pittman.
All right, what was your role in the movie, Captain?
I am Captain Reep right now.
All right, well, what was your favorite memory from working in this?
This guy. It's one in particular. I don't know. I don't think there's any specific memory. I think it's just meeting. You know, it was a film setting. It was professional, but we had a lot of fun. I think that's the best part.
And what's your role in this film?
I played General Andrew Jackson.
All right. What is your favorite memory from filming?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. The day that we filmed with the horses, and that the horses became stars as well as this guy.
Can you tell me a little bit about your character?
Well, General Andrew Jackson, of course, was a general during the Creek Wars of 1813, and then at the Battle of New Orleans. And I get to play one of the great characters in American history. But now there's some that will argue with that because, of course, as with many great men, he had warts and all, right? He had his flaws. But what he accomplished in New Orleans and some other places is pretty remarkable. So I'm actually writing my third book about the same story, the Creek Wars, and I was writing it before this movie even came out. We were actually reading some of the book when we did our audition right here at the Cultural Center a year ago. So anyway, I had some familiarity with Jackson because I'd read it and studied and written about him. So I felt like I was able to portray the character, hopefully with some genuine authenticity.
All right, and what's your name?
Joel Gray.
All right, and what is your role in this film?
I played Thomas Bradley, one of the older Bradley brothers.
All right, and what's your favorite memory from filming?
Really, the whole shoot was great for me, working with all these actors that have been in stage work and things before, and to me, one of the first things Rob said to me when I met him was that he didn't make films because he liked making films. He made films because he loved history. And I think this film is going to be great as a teaching tool because everything that we're going to find out about Hugh Bradley and the Bradley family and the settling of Bradley County, I learned for the first time through making this film, so I think it's really going to succeed in that way.
And do you have a role in this film?
Well, my son is the producer, director, and I did a little work on the crew, and I have a little cameo appearance or two, so yes.
What was your favorite part of working for this film?
Just working with all the people from southeast Arkansas and Arkansas in general. Had approximately 150 people involved. They all worked so hard. They wanted to put a good product together in South Arkansas, and that was fun to just take part in that and watch it.
I know we're all really excited to have that represented. So what are your expectations for the film?
Well, I hope everybody enjoys it. I just hope they really enjoy it, and it tells a true story, and you know, a lot of history about this area and people that came here and settled this area. So hopefully they'll be able to follow the storyline easily and learn something from it.
Right. And what is your role in the movie?
I am Warren in this film, in this production.
Can you tell me a little bit about your character?
Yes, Warren is the hired helper, slave, if you will, of Hugh Bradley. And man, they have a real close friendship. That's, I think, the main thing I like about our relationship is that we're really good friends. You know, he talks to me about some of his problems, and we share a lot of the same burdens. And I know Ben, you know, outside of this film, so that helps, that works as well. We got an outside relationship with Ben, and so you just kind of get to see us and our interaction as the film goes on. You see that we're kind of close kindred. It's more than just a master-slave relationship. We really do have a good friendship with us.
Can you tell me about any conditions you worked in during the film?
Well, yeah, Our first scene location was downtown somewhere. I can't remember the tavern or the location, but we were upstairs in the attic, and it was like this tavern, low lit scene where we were signing up. Everybody was signing up for the war, and man, it was hot. It was sweltering, and I think that was one of the worst conditions. But other than that, it was just fun. Whatever we had early mornings out in the cold. We had some late evenings out in the sun, but we had some pretty extreme conditions, but it made for a good film. It was authentic, honestly.
What are your expectations? Are you excited?
I'm a little nervous. So this is my first production on screen. I've done plays and I've sang in front of people. This will be my first time as an actor in front of people on the big screen. So I just hope everybody pays attention to the storyline, appreciates the history, and just see all the hard work that we put into it.
All right, well, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you. Have a great day.
So what does this production mean for Warren?
It's huge for Warren. Anytime you can have anything of this magnitude, the fact that you've got bringing in a lot of people from outside the county, even outside the state. This is the 35th anniversary of this cultural center here, and it's finally hosting its first premiere.
Right. All right, so tell me, what are you the most excited about seeing this film?
Just to see how it's all put together. I've saw bits and pieces of it while it's been filmed. Now I'm anxious to see how that's going to come together.
Right. Are there any fellow Warren people who are in this film that you know of?
Oh yes, some Warren people that I know. Well, as we've shot, I've got to know most of the people, whether they're Warren or not.
Really? Do you know any of the places that were shot in Warren?
Yes, I do. Matter of fact, my parents' farm, my farm, the Bradley County Park, were just a few of the places it's there.
And tell me, how excited are you about seeing this film?
Oh, I'm very excited. Rob and I are both big historians, and he has worked so hard on this, and I've heard so much from his dad, so I'm very, very excited to see what's going on.
Tell me, what do you think this means for Southeast Arkansas, this production?
Well, first of all, I think it'll show us off to the rest of the state. We can get it promoted and see what's here, and maybe get further work done. Rob is very clever, and I can see a bright future for him in advertising and maybe in other films, things like this. So it can't do anything but help at this point.
Tell me, what are your expectations for the film?
Oh, I just think it's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be interesting. I know a lot of people in it. Of course, we all do, and it's exciting to see your friends and neighbors step out and do something like this.
Right.
Inside the packed auditorium, the crowd waited for the beginning of the production. We include a short segment of the film guaranteed to get you action viewers a thrill. After the production, we spoke to some of the participants about the film.
I'm Zach Tucker. I'm the mayor of Monticello, and I'm excited to be here tonight for the opening of Captain.
All right. Now tell me, what did you think about the movie?
I was amazed by it. I think it's an awesome film that tells local history and highlights local actors.
All right. What do you think this is going to do for Southeast Arkansas?
I think it's really going to put us on the map. I know already Rob Reep, the director of the film, has announced that this film is going to be part of the Made in Arkansas Film Festival, so I think it's going to help establish us as a cultural destination.
All right. Would you recommend it for your friends?
Absolutely. You need to buy Captain and watch it.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Mike, and this is my wife Susan Aiken.
All right. So what did y'all think about the
was wonderful.
Loved it.
Well done, very, very well put together, produced. Actors were professional. I thought it was really good.
How do you think this will affect shopping circles, or what do you think it'll do for it?
Well, it gives us the history, and I had no idea. I really didn't understand the history at all, so it's great for that. And just the joy of seeing neighbors up there on the street, and Rob Reep was terrific. One-man show. It was delightful.
Would you recommend it to your friends?
Totally, totally.
Well, Captain was a success in many ways and was lovingly nurtured by Rob Reep, a multi-talented historian, producer, director, and gentleman farmer. And I'm sure the people of Warren and Bradley County are very proud to have Mr. Reep in their community.